Hello lovelies, today we're talking coats. I don't know if you realize this, but in fall winter, coats and your shoes are basically the main thing that people see on your outfit. So you can be dressed to the nines underneath, but as you go into stores, back and forth from work, on your commute, errands, most of the time that coat speaks so loudly, so we want to make sure to get it right. Today I'm sharing 10 different coats that are worth your money this season. They're all coats that I personally own and can vouch for, and I'll also show you how to style them. I consider myself a coat expert because even though I'm from Texas and grew up there, I've lived the latter part of my life in cold places, including Minneapolis, Chicago, and now upstate New York. Arguably, I didn't move to Florida just so that I could keep wearing my favorites. By the way, I'm Ziva and I'm so happy you're here. Hit the subscribe button if you want more styling videos on wearable trends, how to build a classic wardrobe, and lots of fashion fun. First one I'm showing you is my most recent purchase. I absolutely fell in love with it after visiting Anthropologie and trying on a few of their tweed coats. I saw this one online with the faux fur trim lining that is removable, and I thought this is the best of both worlds. Sometimes I want a very classic double-breasted, almost like menswear inspired look with no frills or glam, just very structured. And sometimes I do want that faux fur kind of Hollywood glam moment that is so vintage inspired, definitely captures the imagination. This is the kind of coat that you can not only wear on your dressiest occasions to finish the look, but you can also get away with fashion murder underneath, like wearing sweatpants, wearing whatever it might be, pairing it with some like fun pair of boots, and like you're golden. Like you can be like sitting around at home in your sweatsuit, pull this on, suede boots, and you will be the chicest person out there. The removable faux fur collar is really luxurious. It just feels so much more expensive than it is. This is only $228. I got an extra small. Definitely runs oversized. So if you want a more tailored fit, make sure to size down. I wouldn't recommend sizing up because it already is oversized. This is another coat by Saint Sophia that's very similar. It's a herringbone that's double-breasted as well. It's got a gorgeous pattern of black, olive green, and camel, and very elegant, nice and warm wool coat that is also a really great staple. If you don't want to bother with faux fur, this is perfect. And a really elegant topper as well. The second coat I want to show you I've had for about 3 weeks, and I have worn so much and felt so elegant. It's a navy, single-breasted, single-button coat by Quince. That's $175. It's a really fantastic deal. It looks beautiful. It's already gotten super chilly here and it's very warm. I would recommend that you size up in this one if you live up north and you want to layer a lot underneath, like if you're wearing like a nice chunky sweater like this. By the way, nearly everything that I'm showing you in this video is linked right on the screen, so you can tap the screen. So go ahead, touch the screen, and you can shop anything that I'm talking about. And if for some reason it's not, it's always linked in the description below and in my pinned comment in the comment section. An unexpected, more trendy piece. I have loved styling it with leopard print pants. I just think the navy looks so classic and traditional, and then that leopard print is just a little bit more fun and unexpected. I love the combination. I also love wearing it with just jeans and a beautiful knit. It's such an easy way to elevate any single look. Can't recommend this one enough. It comes in a few different colors and the price is impossible to beat at $175 for 100% wool. The third coat that I recommend is the Wrap Coat by Ralph Lauren. It's the best seller for the last 2 months, and it is such a classic coat. I've had the same exact coat since 2021, and they keep making it, and it's one of those coats that just keeps on giving because it's always in style, especially if you want to have like a Ralph Lauren Christmas. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of that trend. It's a little unhinged if you want to make your house like Ralph Lauren Christmas, and more than anything, it's just kind of a fun aesthetic challenge, if you will. But this coat is one of those pieces that has been relevant in the past, today, and for years to come. I believe they have one in black and a camel, but I just love the way the camel one looks. Number 4 is this faux mink coat by Avec Les Filles. I mentioned before how much I love their coats. I have one Max Mara inspired one that I got literally 7-8 years ago, and it still looks amazing. It looks pristine. I wear it all the time and it just gets so many compliments. And I even had it on Poshmark for a while, and when somebody wanted to buy it, I just was like, no. I was like, sorry, like you can't have it anymore. I kind of proved myself that it was like a forever type of love. It looks like the real deal. If you're lucky enough to have like an inherited mink coat, then more power to you. But if you're trying to get the look and maybe save on money, or if you're allergic to things, like I am very allergic to real animal hair, so for me faux fur is definitely the way to go. I have like severe asthma, so this is like kind of the only option for me, but it's not missing anything. It's really warm and cozy. It's very luxurious. And the best part is that it's very affordable. Right now it's 30% off. I'll link it here on the screen. I recently found it and I was bummed that I actually got it at full price. But my loss is hopefully your gain. Number 5, we have the Pea Coat. The Pea Coat that I recently saw that I loved was this one by Anthropologie. It had really beautiful detail around the sleeves, like a kind of like seaming, and it was double-breasted, really elegant, and yes, a little military inspired. And then I got this really great alternative that I wanted to show you by Petite Studio. It's a double-breasted wool, beautiful, so elegant. It's got the high collar, it's got a little kind of optional belt, and I was so torn between getting the brown one and the white one. And my mom said, you know what, white is so elegant, and I feel like you don't really have a white coat, and I have plenty of brown, and I'm so glad that I did. I just think it's one of those coats that you can wear with trousers or, you know, some nice corduroys and just look like chef's kiss. By the way, it looks so cute with their trousers from their fall collection that are corduroy. It's a really nice chocolate brown. Number 6 is a barn coat. This is phenomenal for a sportier look and vibe. And the one that I have really been loving is the one by Quince. I shared it in my last video on kind of my go-to fall outfits that are kind of like my ride or die. And what I mean by that is just outfits that I can really count on those days where you're just like blanking and you don't know what to wear. If that sounds like something you're kind of going through, make sure to watch that video for some outfit formulas that have just really helped me. This barn coat is just really great for when you want just a more casual fit, but you still want the warmth and you still want to look elegant. It looks amazing. I have so embraced English countryside aesthetic every fall, but especially this fall. And this is just kind of my go-to outfit with either riding pants or leggings. It looks really nice. I also love wearing it with a skirt. My sister was just here and she styled it with a plaid skirt, and I thought she looked exactly like Queen Elizabeth when she's at Balmoral. I thought it was such a pretty outfit. And if you love the English countryside aesthetic as well, make sure to check out my video on how to style the aesthetic using pieces already in your closet. 7th coat on our list for this fall winter is the suede trench. You have got to have been underneath a rock to not have seen the suede trench coat. I know that some of us get annoyed when something is kind of everywhere. For me, being a 90s girl, like I feel so much nostalgia. I had something just like it back then. I just love going for looks that kind of like the era that I grew up in. I would love to hear if you also had a suede trench coat in the 90s. We can be like a little online gang. The one that I have is by Avec Lafie, and I have really struggled to find it in stock in many sizes. It's kind of like a hunt right now. And I also love this one by Zazan, but unfortunately it's sold out as well. So that's why I'm like not recommending it. If you do love the Zazan quality and you want a suede, like 100% real suede, then their wool jacket, which is kind of like their version of a barn coat, is available in suede. It's still in stock and it's absolutely beautiful. So if you want kind of like a buttery fabric, run, don't walk to get it. Also, Zara has had a couple of different trench coat iterations and Massimo Dutti as well. I love styling this with just denim. I think it really makes the suede pop. Also for a monochrome look with like a chocolate silk slip skirt, I think looks incredible. For number 8, the coat that I recommend that you consider getting is this double-breasted kind of slouchy one by Quince. It was the first coat that I got this season. For as many coats as I have, I didn't have just a very classic black that just looks timeless. So if you're on the hunt for something like that, definitely consider that they also have it in a few different colors. It's double-breasted, so it's got really nice profile, slightly slouchy. You don't need to size up on that one. And kind of the main difference between the single button one that I shared in number 2 and this one is that the single button one is just a little bit more tailored, so you do have to size up, and this one is more oversized. I think number 2 is more elegant, and then this one is, of course, feels a little bit more like masculine inspired or more like a street style, kind of like those cool girls that you see during New York Fashion Week. So it just depends on you, but you really can't go wrong with either. Number 9, this is very daring. This is a trend that I shared in one of my fall trends video. I'm not gonna remember which one because there's so many, but the cow print. I usually just call it moo. I have had this cow print jacket for 4 years and I wear it every single season and I get so many compliments. I love it, I adore it. And I don't wanna say I was ahead of the curve, but no, actually I wasn't ahead of the curve. I was just probably like out of style like 4 years ago. But if you wait long enough, then you become in style. So just wear whatever the heck you want, right? Now, this one that I have here isn't available, but the same, I got this one at Free People back then. Now Anthropologie has one, you know, it's the same company. They have one, it's almost identical and it's still in stock. So if you're kind of craving just something really fun, just, you know, midlife crisis, this is a good one. Number 10, very similar related, but so much more classic, is leopard print. A leopard print coat. All of the fashion icons that I can see out there have worn one. Audrey Hepburn, Jackie, Carolyn. The one that is back here is a very old Zara one that I got in 2018. It was at my first New York Fashion Week and I walked into Zara and I was like, didn't want to spend a lot of money and I felt like I wanted something chic and I was very clueless if I'm being honest. And I gravitated towards it and I've worn it ever since. Like, it's still there. It still looks amazing. Now, because it's not available, I did find one by And Other Stories that looks so beautiful. I literally had to use restraint to not get this because it looks iconic, but I hate when I have like something that's too similar to each other. So because then what I end up doing is I do not know which one to wear when it comes time to wear it. Like, it's like, oh, do I wear this faux fur leopard print or do I wear this faux fur leopard print one? You know, it's not healthy for the environment and for your, you know, mental health to have like too much of the same thing. So I'm not getting it, but you can if you don't have one. Give those Carolyn Bessette Kennedy vibes. I featured a lot of her looks in this video. I'll see you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.